Journal of Tellen Morwyth, Antiquarian of the Ninth Archive. Entry 1, The Crater in the Weald. Date, 17th of Emberwain, year 341 after sundering. Location, Northern Killia, somewhere past the Rook Barrow Spine. Weather, dappled sun, thin mist still curling through the underwood. Quiet. I nearly missed it. The climb to the rim was so gradual, so utterly concealed by the press of the weald, I had no sense of ascending at all. For half a day we hacked our way through dense green, the roots like twisted rope, the ferns thick enough to swallow Torren to the waist. I cursed the underbrush, nearly turned us back. The maps were useless, just green and guesswork, and then we stepped through the veil of trees and the world ended. A vast crater, almost perfectly circular, sprawled before us, like a god had pressed a thumb into the earth. At its center, ruins. The blackened ribs of some sunken structure jut from the valley floor, half swallowed by overgrowth, but unmistakably man-made. Massive, ancient, dead. I stood there for a long while, just breathing. The air is different here, not thinner, not colder, but heavier and silent. Not even the birds will cross the rim. Lyra was speechless, her hand on my arm as if to confirm we were both seeing the same thing. She's been chasing this place with me for 3 seasons now. Said it was nothing more than Bard's ghost song when I first told her of the college that vanished into its own voice. I think she believes me now. Torren, on the other hand, is pacing behind us with that same grim scowl he's worn since we left Darn Keep. Says the earth feels wrong here, that the trees grow backward. I don't know what that means, but I'll let him mutter. He's good with rope and better with steel, and if anything waits in that ruin besides moss and stone, I'll be glad to have his blade. The descent looks difficult but not impossible. Vines and exposed root systems should see us halfway down, and I spotted a game trail weaving along the inner rim. We'll make camp here tonight and begin the climb at first light. I can hardly sleep knowing what lies below. If this is truly Dirgehold, then the myths were real, and if the myths are real, then Zareth's Forge might still be down there. Journal of Tellen Morwyth, Antiquarian of the Ninth Archive. Entry 2, The Hollow Descent. Date, 18th of Emberwain. Location, floor of the Dirgehold crater. Weather, mist thickens after dusk. No wind. The trees are wrong. We didn't make the descent. We fell it. What began as a careful climb became a skidding plunge when the shelf beneath Torren gave way. Wet moss, loose rock, poor luck, take your pick. I remember the sound of the earth shifting, Lyra's startled cry, and then the world went sideways. We must have tumbled 200 feet, maybe more, sliding through root-choked gullies and down shale-cut ruts that grabbed and flayed us all the way to the basin. We're alive. Somehow. No broken bones, at least. Torren's ankle twisted badly, though, swelled up like a blight pod. I wrapped it best I could and braced it with one of the broken tent rods. He's not talking much, though that's hardly new. But the look he gave me when I offered to help him hobble to camp, well, I've seen less hatred in a bear's eyes. Lyra, gods. She took the worst of it. There's a gash across her brow, ran right through her left eye and down to the cheekbone. Deep but clean, bled like a gutted bird. She never once cried out. Just sat there in the ferns while I stitched it shut, her face slick with blood, whispering something I couldn't hear. She says her vision's still there. I don't know if I believe her, but she smiled after. That's almost worse. We lost half the damned equipment. Torren's pack blew open during the fall, our reference scrolls, ink kits, the resonance chimes, even the rations. Gone into the green. I'll spend the morning scouring the slope for what I can find. Without the survey tools, I won't be able to map the ruin properly. Even if we do find Zareth's Forge, what proof can I carry back? And then there are the trees. They looked odd from above, but down here, they don't move with the wind. They don't move at all. Their bark is like papery skin, but hard, too hard. Brittle to the eye like dry scrolls, but the moment you touch it, it grates like stone. They grow inward, toward the ruin. I swear to the keeper, I counted 4 that were leaning overnight. Lyra won't go near them. We lit the fire high. I've stacked torches around the camp's edge, just to see something besides those twisted trunks. Still no birdsong. Still no breeze. Torren said something tonight, while I was sealing Lyra's wound. Said he thinks the ground here isn't soil. That it's bone. I told him he's been listening to too many of my stories, but I'll admit this much. I've stopped calling it the crater. It feels more like a mouth. T. Morwith.